The Perfect Plan, episode 39. Are you ready?
They said the line was
terms of this
straight.
contract are non-negotiable.
That was the explanation. Clean, simple, measured.
We concur.
Nothing wrong. That was how they wanted it to sound. A
believe we're
line
in
was
agreement.
a line. Either it
Yes,
held
the terms
or it
appear
didn't.
favorable.
Either it was even or it wasn't. That was the comfort of certainty. If the line looked straight enough, most people stopped asking whether the page was rising under it. That was the mistake. A straight line did not stay straight when the surface beneath it changed height. It bent, it lifted, it betrayed what sat below. The document lay on the desk between them, flat, controlled, official. One ruling line ran across the lower half of the page. That was what they wanted her to see. A guideline, a clean edge, a stable mark with no story inside it. The man across from her didn't look worried. He looked settled. "It's straight," he said, calm, easy, certain, as if appearance was enough to end inspection. For most people, it was. Because once a line looked even enough, they stopped asking how the light moved across it. That was the comfort of surface. Sarah looked at the line, not at its length, at its shadow, at the slight change where the paper rose beneath it for just a moment. That was the difference. Other people read ink. Sarah read lift. A woman to the side relaxed too early. Another person pressed the page flatter against the desk, as if pressure could smooth history back into silence. That was useful. It meant they believed the line was enough. Sarah leaned forward, not to challenge the line itself, to check what happened just below it. That was where the story broke. A true flat line cast one behavior, one edge, one quiet shadow. This one didn't. Near the center, the shadow dipped, then rose, then settled again. Small, precise, easy to miss if you were reading the ink itself, impossible to ignore if you were reading how it sat. That was the problem. The line was still straight. That wasn't the issue. The issue was what the straight line was crossing over. Something beneath it, something thin, something pressed flat but not gone. That was worse, because crooked lines could be blamed on
too
printing.
early?
A straight line with a bent shadow belonged to obstruction, to layering, to a shape that still lived under the page. Sarah looked again, not at the line, at the shadow along its lower edge, the left side, then the center, then the right. The man across from her noticed the pause. His shoulders changed before his face did. That was enough. "What is it?" the woman asked. Too soon, too exposed. Sarah placed one finger under the level edge on the left, then moved it to the section where the shadow dipped. "This sits flat," she said. Then she held the altered part. "This rides over something." Silence. No one interrupted. Because shadow was not opinion. It was geometry. And geometry was hard to deny once light began revealing depth. The man leaned forward, looked at the left side again, then the center, then the shadow beneath the line. He didn't answer. That was the answer. The woman to the side straightened slowly. Another person stopped touching the page. That was how certainty broke. Not when the line looked wrong, when the surface beneath it refused to stay flat. The same line they called straight now exposed the hidden rise it had been crossing the whole time. Sarah didn't push further. She didn't need to. The line was doing enough already. One edge, one dip, one return. 3 details that should have protected their version.
The line, it's not
Now
holding
turning
up.
against
The
it.
shadows, they exposed
The man
truth.
sat back,
The
careful
surface
now,
was never truly
no
flat.
longer settled. The document remained open between them, still ruled, still neat, still official, and no longer believable. Sarah stepped back half a pace, still there, still watching, but no longer proving. Because once a shadow bends beneath a straight line, flat stops being flat. And sometimes, the fastest way to expose what remains hidden is not to ask what is under the page. It is to watch where the shadow changes shape while the line pretends not to.
Everything is falling into place. Stay with me for the final move. Subscribe now.